So I feel like I'm trapped most of the time because of how hard it is to.
Yo, that toilet little as
How is she affording all of this food? She must be on disability because she's never worked.
I ain't never see somebody eat pizza with a side of pizza roll.
Once I start eating, it's like this wave of happiness comes over me. And I can never get enough of it. So when I finish one meal, I have to get to my next meal.
Yasmin.
Reaction time! Big Craig is back. The craziest meals on my hunt. Damn. Fuck that. Golly. The craziest meals ever on my 600-pound life. We reacted to his first video from last year. He just got one from a month old. Shout out to my guy, my dog DMV. He sent this to me on Discord. He said he needed a reaction ASAP. He told me that like over a month ago. But we are here today. I don't want to waste time, bro. Let's hop right into it. Craig, we're going to throw the thumb. I thought I was subscribed already. That's on my other channel. Let's get it, Craig. You got more stuff for me to react to. Make sure you comment below. Come on.
The patients in my 600-pound life eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on TV, and you all loved my part 1 so much.
Yes, we
I
did.
decided to make a part 2, looking at what is in these meals, how much they cost, and more, starting with Shauna Collins, the woman who lost Dr. Now's diet plan 4 times and ate over 10,000 calories a day.
God damn. 10,000? Dude.
Complaining she didn't know how else to lose weight.
Every day of my life feels like it's harder than the last. And that things just keep getting worse for me because of my size. And I'm so tired of it and all the pain. I don't want to live this way because I hate this body. It's just too big to be normal. And it keeps me from being able to do a lot. So I feel like I'm trapped most of the time because of how hard it is to.
Yo, that toilet little as okay. Okay, yo. It's too early. It's too early. It's true. I'm saying, relatively speaking, stop. Stop what you doing, man. On some real shit. When people get a certain size, it's really impressive that they're able to get around. Seriously, that's a lot of weight on them joints.
Move and get around.
Shauna has appeared in a few
The cameraman followed her to the bathroom and just registered.
my videos for being lazy and lackadaisical, but she's actually one of the youngest patients ever to see Dr. Now at just 22 years old, and her immaturity really shows in the meals that she eats, and when you see them, it'll be no surprise how she got over 600 pounds this young.
Usually I start eating when Derek comes over to check on me. He brings me something to eat or he'll make it for me.
How are you feeling today?
My back hurts. Same old, same old.
Did you eat?
No. Can you?
Did you eat? Is that a joke? He ate? What?
Can you get some burritos?
Okay.
And hash browns?
Okay. How many do you want?
4
Okay.
burritos and
4 burritos and what?
6 hash browns.
Shauna starts her day off with 4 burritos and 6 hash browns, and I think I found which burritos they.
Oh, that's breakfast? Y'all can get me canceled. Y'all can get me canceled. Enjoy these videos. I think I'm getting closer and closer.
were too, and if it was these ones, it would bring the calories to over 880 in the burritos alone. And then you have the hash browns on top, which would add another minimum of 800 calories, and it's all just ultra processed junk food. Shauna deletes this meal in a matter of minutes, and I know what you're thinking, that meal wasn't that crazy. And Shauna agrees, so literally minutes after her caretaker leaves, she orders her next meal.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Be careful. I'm never satisfied when it comes to my hunger, because eating is such a good feeling. And once I'm eating, I won't think about things that are sad.
How can I help?
Can I please have a large stuffed crust pepperoni pizza? The cinnamon bites thing, and that's all. Thank you.
Now, I have no idea where she ordered from, but I'm just gonna guess and go with Pizza Hut because the boxes look similar. First of all, how is she affording all of this food? She must be on disability because she's never worked at.
I ain't never see somebody eat pizza with a side of pizza rolls. I never dreamed of a world where you got pizza in the pizza roll. Bro, that's crazy. That's like having donuts in like donut balls. That's nuts.
Day in her life, and we can tell she orders food like this on the daily. Like, this order alone would be, what, like $25 minimum? The calories in this pizza are insane too, coming in at 3,000 for the entire thing, then add on 500 minimum for the cinnamon bites. Remember,
Oh, it was cinnamon bites. Cinnamon bites. Okay. Hey, the joke's still gonna hit though.
she's having all of this after literally having 4 burritos and 6 hash browns. And you're not gonna believe me when I say this, but she's still hungry. So she microwaves what looks like an entire bag of Totino's pizza rolls.
Ha! 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 And see? She had pizza rolls post buffet as a snack. Like, as an accent. You really gotta complete the whole, what you call that shit? The holy trinity of bread and sauce. The pizza with the cinnamon bites and then the pizza rolls. Not a vegetable in sight.
Which contains 120, bringing the calories to just under 2,000 for the bag. In this morning, Shauna has devoured over 7,180 calories worth of food, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't believe anyone can stomach that amount. To make matters worse, Shauna's mother comes home later, and Shauna claims that she's starving and she hasn't had much food. So her mother cooks her half a pizza and 2 meatloafs, all in the same day. Now, this is a crazy amount of food, but obviously to Shauna and her mother, it's just normal. Now, as crazy as this sounds, this is actually one of the smaller meals in the video, and the meals only get more insane as the video goes on. And
The meals, they get more insane? Yo, it's crazy. Like, to be fair, I know a lot of people show love. They have different ways they show people love. And some people really have a thing about feeding people. I mean, shit, we got people in our family that love to feed people. Food be hitting too. But at some point, it becomes like enabling. Because that's a massive amount of food. You can't love nobody that much to love them to 10,000 calories for breakfast.
next up is Sarah from season 6, who despite getting approved for weight loss surgery, has one final mind-blowing cheat meal to celebrate.
The life that I'm living right now is miserable, and just walking hurts because of all the strain on my body. My knees hurt.
Hold on, bro. Who behind? Who's spotting?
Final mind-blowing cheat meal to celebrate.
The life that I'm living right now is miserable, and just...
She fall backwards. What you gonna do? You can't deal with all that weight. Hell no. Couldn't be. If I'm back there, you fall. Shit, your ass fell. Cause come on, man.
walking hurts because of all the strain on my body. My knees hurt, my back hurts,
Damn.
my ankles sting, even my shoulders hurt from all the weight I'm carrying.
Sarah nearly weighs over 600 pounds, and similar to Shauna, she's very young and is just 25 years old. Despite most people having independence by then, moving out and having their own lives, Shauna is the opposite, and she still needs to actually be bathed by her mom because she's too fat to do it herself.
It's embarrassing to be a grown adult who still needs to be bathed by their mom. But what's even worse is, I know soon I won't even be able to make it up the stairs. And at that point, she's going to have to bathe me on a tarp in the lawn. And I dread that, but I know that I'm months away of it getting that bad.
The worst part about it is that Sarah has just seemed to accept that her fate is to be washed on a tarp outside, saying that she's months away from that happening. Like, she doesn't even seem to want to make a change. Despite that attitude though, she's signed up for help with Dr. Now, so maybe she is ready to change. I mean, if the threat of being washed down in your yard with a hose isn't enough to change, I'm not sure what will be. Anyway, we do see Sarah eat large meals, but nothing that would put her on my list yet. She makes the journey to see Dr. Now and gets weighed in at 642 pounds, which is even worse than she originally thought, and she doesn't handle the news well.
Seeing that number is humiliating, especially with my sister here. I have to do something about my weight, and I need to do it like now. So I just hope I'm about to get the help I need.
And it isn't just the weight that makes Sarah wake up, it is the dressing down from Dr. Now too.
All right, Sarah, you are 642 pounds. and you're only 25 years old.
Yes.
At this rate, you'll be 800 pounds by the time you are 30. And I see, according to your chart, your blood pressure medication and some inhaler and some anti-inflammatory. So
Yes.
these are medicine we usually see people in 40s and 50s, not 20s.
Yeah.
So if you have a body of someone twice your age, now in your 20s, you know what that means. You're not going to be able to survive much into your 30s. And it says in your chart you're also having trouble getting around and staying mobile. So now is the time to turn things around.
Dr. Now being blunt might seem harsh.
I mean, at least she's has some self-awareness about just the reality of it. You know what I mean?
But it is needed. He has a position of authority and needs to be real with these patients, especially when they're surrounded by enablers. If you're a subscriber of the channel, you will have seen how often these 600-pound people die when they refuse to change. So the danger to their lives is very real. Thankfully though, Sarah takes these warnings seriously and makes a change. She tries to be a bit more active and be a bit more mindful of her portion sizes, which when you stick to these ideas makes it impossible to not lose weight.
Who was working out with her?
And makes a change. She tries to be
Who's that?
bit more active and be a bit more mindful of her portion sizes, which
Hold on.
and makes a change.
Sorry, guys.
She tries to be a bit more active and be a bit more mindful.
I know we're gonna get the jokes off, but I am interested in some of these people's stories. I would love to be able to react to full episodes, but it's a little rough to try to do that with TLC footage on here. But this meal, this isn't half bad. Got, 2 different veggies, and looks like some chicken breast or something like that. That's what's up.
Of her portion sizes, which when you stick to these ideas makes it impossible to not lose weight, which is exactly what happened.
Yay.
She lost 64 pounds, man.
I'm so excited and proud of myself.
Yes.
Part of me wasn't sure that it was even possible for me to lose that amount of weight.
64 pounds is huge.
Payoff is a really good
Now she
deal.
can get the surgery.
I really hope I'm about to get my approval.
Sarah has worked hard and finally gets approved for weight loss surgery by Dr. Now. However, she wants one last cheat meal, and I've got to say the sheer amount of food
I get it though. I get it.
she eats is absolutely ridiculous.
Dr. Now approved me for weight loss surgery if I passed my medical test. And I went for those. And I just found out I'm all cleared. And I'm so excited. But I'm still nervous too. Because I have my surgery coming up in 5 days. But I know that after weight loss surgery, I'm not going to be able to physically handle some foods. And I'm worried
Look how easily she moving
I'm
around
not
though
going
now.
to be able to eat my favorite meal after the surgery, which is tater tot casserole. And I've been thinking that
Ugh.
I've earned the right to celebrate just a little. Tater tot casserole is tater tots, cheese, cream of chicken soup, and a bunch of other stuff thrown together. And it's just really good. I think that I will be able to make this tater tot casserole and be able to enjoy a little bit of it.
Bear in mind, Dr. Now warns Sarah if her weight loss slows down, he will cancel the surgery. Having this massive meal one time isn't going to do too much damage, but it could open her up to falling back into old habits.
I'll have it one last time before surgery because this is a food that I know I will not be able to eat probably ever again. I think that since I've been approved for surgery and I've learned how to control my eating, that I don't think a little bit of it will hurt me. But I'm gonna
That's just not a good idea though. When you have an addiction, which is what she has and what some of these people have, like everybody thinks all addictions are different, but like the way your brain processes it's kind of not. So like this is why people relapse and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know the rest of how her story goes. I'm just saying, like, it was some real shit. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I'm serious though. Like, if you had a problem, like a drinking problem, or if you smoke crack, you can't smoke a little crack one last time. Like, you know what I mean, that shit might trigger, or you might lose all your progress.
really enjoy this.
Now, like I said, one of these isn't going to hurt too much as long as it is truly a one-off. However, at her next appointment, she has gained 14 pounds. So clearly, like I said, her old habits have been coming back after reaching her goal. So Dr. Now reschedules her weight loss appointment. Eventually though, she wakes up and through better eating and more exercise, she gets approved for weight loss.
Come on, look at her!
Just to lose the weight. Probably without eating the tater tot casserole. Now Sarah's story is similar to Travis's in season 8, who despite losing
I know Travis about to be on some bullshit. I already know. I can already tell you. Right there, his face gives it away. Travis, you want me some bullshit, bro?
Way at the end didn't make it easy for himself with having massive meals at the beginning. Travis Henry featured in season 8, aged 31 and lived with his wife Yasmin and his mother. At the start, he isn't actually sure how much he weighs, but we know it's well over 600 pounds. And with that, all of his independence has been torn from him.
Everything's become such a struggle for me that I hardly even get up from the couch. But I refuse not to bathe. If I ever get to that point where I'm not going to bathe, then that's me saying I give up. And
yeah, I thought we was gonna make it a whole video without the camera angles, man. It's not as bad as it was the first time we reacted to it, but they gotta stop with those camera angles. He got shorts on though. So.
I don't want to let things get to that point.
The cameraman in there just
Extremely hard
filming.
for me to do, and I have to have help. Me and my wife Yasmin live with my mother, but I refuse to ask my mom to help me in the bathroom. So as embarrassing as it is, my wife helps me with my showers once I get in. Hey. I just can't reach all the places I need anymore. Very humiliating.
Travis needs my help to stay clean. It's a lot on me, and it bothers him because it makes him feel like he's not being a man. Every now and then he'll be like, I'm sorry, babe, you gotta do this. I'm sorry, babe, you gotta do that. But I took the vows. I gotta take care of him.
Yasmin is clearly there for him through thick and thin.
Shout out to her, man.
Help her husband. And although you can tell Travis is ashamed of himself and doesn't want to do it, he has allowed himself to get to this point. Although Yasmin clearly doesn't like to clean Travis and Travis doesn't want her to do it, they both are doing nothing about it and allowing Travis to get worse. Travis asks for big meals and Yasmin brings him them, with the first meal of the day being a stack of pancakes, a bowl of, I think, gravy, eggs, sausages, and probably more food buried under that mountain.
And I don't think...
Did I see peanut butter right there? Oh, you putting peanut butter on them pancakes, brother?
Gravy, eggs, sausages, and probably more food buried under that mountain.
Man, I'm hungry as fuck now. Boy, that sound good. Ooh. And then he busting it down with the pink lemonade, man. Pink lemonade, that's something you get on Special K. I drink pink lemonade like every 2 years. You can't fuck up a pink lemonade. You can mess up a lot of drinks. You cannot mess up a pink lemonade.
And I don't think that's good. I don't think it's healthy, but I do it.
Once I start eating, it's like this wave of happiness comes over me, and I can never get enough of it. So when I finish one meal, I have to get to my next meal.
Yasmin
I'm laughing. Hey, yo, y'all have a habit of saying that y'all only laughing because I'm laughing, because you don't want to be responsible for the fact that you laughing at the shit that I be seeing on the internet. All right, you, your own individual, you're not going to say that my laugh is making you laugh. That's ridiculous. The only reason I was laughing, as I make my excuse, is because there's this dude, he's funny as hell on IG and on TikTok. He does his rendition of My 600-Pound Life. And what this guy on here, Travis just said, sounds exactly like some of the stuff I've seen on his skits, bro. It got to me.
goes to work after feeding Travis this feast, and what she doesn't know is that despite her leaving him out snacks before she leaves, he orders more food in the form of a takeaway pizza. Travis orders 2 pepperoni pizzas, chicken wings, and an entire cookie pie. Honestly, this size meal is something that I'd get for a party of 4 or 5. Not something that you have after literally eating a massive breakfast stack. Thankfully though, he does leave the crusts, so he's saved some calories there. Now honestly, this feast would be bad enough to make it to my list, but I couldn't leave out his third meal of the day, which is a home-cooked bolognese made by his mother, which is literally almost overflowing off the plate. And all of it is topped off with dessert, with Yasmin breaking down to the camera.
Man, he got the most attractive meals on the whole shit. I know it's a lot of food, but we went from goddamn tater tot casserole to these. Man, I'll be over there going crazy on a holiday or something. I might come back. My face might look swollen.
Right, about her husband's eating.
Travis's body's breaking down in front of my eyes. His legs, his back, his arms. It's horrible sometimes.
So my weight is not just destroying my life, it's hurting my family. I don't know what's gonna break first, my body, my wife, or my mom.
The way you sitting with your legs spread like that to get better access to that cake is insane, bro. Man.
my wife or my mom.
I'm hoping and praying that this year will be the year that he has a change in his life for the better. He can't go another year like this. He can't keep going on like this. He's dying.
It's difficult to see the enablers getting upset because yes, it's their fault, but clearly they need outside help because they just don't see how serious the situation is. They need someone like Dr. Now to tell them that if you keep feeding them, they're going to die. Joyce from the same season unfortunately ate.
I wasn't ready for that transition.
Tell them that if you keep feeding them, they're going to die. Joyce from the
Man. She looks like she's the worst off. Is that a shirt? Legs are turning purple and shit from blood flow problems. Man, this poor woman, oh my goodness.
same season unfortunately ate just as bad and had her own team of enablers bringing her the food too.
I'm glad you said it that way. A team of enablers.
Episode has actually been called one of the most disturbing in the entire series, with one Reddit post saying how awful it was to watch. I watched it for the first time last night and her story was just bizarre and disturbing. I didn't understand the attitudes or behaviours of Joyce, her friend and roommate, or her mother, and the whole thing was just unsettling. Joyce appeared in season 8 too, claiming to be 44 years old and just over 600 pounds. Many people have said that she looks way older than 44, which could be from Joyce's line about her age, or just the weight making her look way older than she is. Joyce actually has the highest BMI of anyone to have appeared on My 600 Pound Life, and I've got to say, her life looks totally miserable because of that.
When I wake up in the morning, my first thoughts are a combination of disgust at how my life is now, and shock that I was even able to make it to another day. Because every minute of it is a struggle now, from the first moment to the last. So I question why God even wakes me up, just to go through another day.
Damn, bruh. That's tough.
I'm just a prisoner here doing nothing because of how big I've gotten. And my weight makes it so hard for me to breathe. I have to use oxygen a lot of times, just to get the air my body needs. So I know my health is in a really bad place because of that. And it's at the point where I can't even take care of myself or live on my own anymore. I have to pay one of my friends to be my caregiver and help me do everything now.
Morning. Morning. You ready to get up?
I am. Dawn lives with me and takes care of me. And without her, things would be even worse. Because I can't even get out of bed on my own. That's how bad off my body is now. And then once I'm up, I'm barely even able to go a few feet at one time. My weight's too much for me to move around. And I also have bad lymphedema on my lower body that makes any movement of mine really painful. So I have to do everything right here in the same room, including going to the bathroom. So I have a portable potty chair that's next to my bed.
Including help.
Man, this one's hard to watch, bro. Seriously.
Helping Joyce use the toilet, which thankfully isn't shown. Dawn also helps Joyce get food, and this meal is the most insane yet.
I get so excited that I finally get to eat. It's the moment I've been looking forward to.
You just said you don't know why you wake up. You just said, why is God doing this? Allowing you to see another day. You sounded like you was ready to go. But now that this food and the styrofoam is in your hand, now you sound really excited.
Since I finished my last meal the night before. That first bite is the best moment of my day. When I'm eating, I think nothing. That's what the best part of it is when I'm sitting there eating, I have no worries about anything. I'm just thinking about how good the food is.
That's the only thing that gives her joy is food. That's rough. Damn.
And that's my life. I'll sit there in my recliner for the rest of the day, and Dawn will bring me food and I'll eat it until it's time to go back to bed. I basically just live to eat now, and I never leave this room. And that's not going to change unless I give up food and stop eating like this.
You don't have to give up food. You could cut your portions by 20% and you still have plenty and just taper off and do more and more. But man,
it's what makes waking up worth it for me now.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what half of this food is. It just looks like a mess of cheese and potatoes thrown into a box, and somehow Joyce thinks it's the best looking meal ever. I can't count the calories for this one because I just...
Greg said, fuck it. I ain't even.
Genuinely don't know what I'm looking at, but you can assume this entire meal will be pushing 4,000 calories with the cheese, oil, potatoes, fatty meats and whatever else is in there. Now this was a takeout meal, which most of the time is the unhealthy option, because like I've said, these fast food meals often have huge amounts of oil and fat and are just very calorie dense. So later in the day, Joyce has a home cooked meal to balance this out, but it isn't much better than the fast food.
Sometimes when I see Joyce eating large amounts of food, I'm livid. I'm just livid. But I'm really always really fearful. I live in a lot of fear because I just feel that she's gonna die, and then
TLC, y'all, these people crying about life, and then as they're crying, you got B-roll footage of them bringing in fistful of meals, man.
there's nothing I can do about it.
There's nothing you can do as you walk two fat ass plates of food. Even her friend, look at her friend's face right now. Look at her. What is that little smirk you got going?
Thanks.
That looks good.
It does look good.
Sorry, but that doesn't look good. That is just a mess on a plate. I bet it tastes nice, but it doesn't look good. Now, her mother cries because she knows she's killing her by bringing these massive meals, but feels like she can't stop because she knows Joyce will get upset if she doesn't get fed. So that's led...
This is, I guess, somebody getting upset about foods. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen, huh? I guess that's worse than what could happen if you keep feeding them, ain't it? Yikes.
her to making these massive meals, and this one in particular takes the cake. It's a humongous lasagna, of which Joyce gets about half alongside 3 thick slices of garlic bread, and then to top it off, she gets fried chicken too. Joyce has only shown...
Oh man, I ain't had lasagna. Yeah, I don't do dairy and red meat and stuff. I've been dairy free for since that fucking video, bro. The goddamn cheesecake vid. I can't. I had to give it up. Lasagna, so I ain't had lasagna. And I'm talking about like 18 years or something. I don't know, man. Jesus, bro, that shit look good though. Not that, but lasagna. Craig, your workout, I could see it, man.
Eaten half the lasagna, but given the fact neither her carer or her mother have any, I think it's safe to say Joyce had the rest. Joyce did eventually get to see Dr. Now, who was clearly stronger than he looked because he was able to push Joyce around the hospital. Joyce's time with Dr. Now though was honestly just a waste of time, because although she started the weight loss program at 758 pounds and ended up on 611 pounds, which is a big drop of weight, this was over the course of a year and she should have lost a lot more with his guidance. Dr. Now asks her to lose weight over the next 3 months to be given another chance at getting surgery, which she didn't get, but she actually decides not to do this and ignore his advice because his diet felt too restrictive. I suppose when you've been eating for 8 people every day for every meal, any diet is going to feel restrictive.
It's been 3 months since my last appointment with Dr. Now. I was pretty upset after it, but when I came home, me, my mom, and Dawn all talked about what I should do. And we all agree that the situation that Dr. Now put me in, where I had less than 3 months to make the progress he wants, wasn't fair.
So with that, Joyce quits the program and ends up on the list of failures from the show. And actually, Joyce was one of the shortest patients ever at just 4'11", with a...
Oh my Jesus, he was 4'11", 750. 750.
BMI of over 160.
Whoa! Yo, we gotta, oh man, all I see is like leg meats right now. Okay, I just want to pull up the BMI. Her shit was 160. 160. What's considered obese? What is obese? Y'all ready for this? A body mass index of 30 or higher, and hers is 160. Now, BMI doesn't account for muscle density and things like that, so they probably could stand to have a BMI 2.0 for things like that. But just with the loose standards that are on here, that's crazy. That's crazy. What is this going? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Next patient who was absolutely...
Oh, the way they turn that camera and that leg. Yeah, this video long as fuck.
ginormous, and that was JT.
Damn! Oh, that guy. I know he can't walk with his leg like.
Every day of my life
Damn, bro, you got a meat lover's pizza or something?
is pretty much the same. I wake up and eat, and I try to keep eating for as long as I can. Because it's what
I know he got a gaming PC.
I live for now. And
Nah, where the video game console?
Julius Clark, or JT, featured in season 8, and his episode literally starts out with him eating through 3 pizzas.
And I know this is a motherfucking Diet Coke or Pepsi in this corner, because that's what people do. Look at the dog. What the dog doing? Let me get a slice or something, brother. The dog just be like, damn, bro.
Rests on his lymphedema mass, which I have to say is one of the most severe I've ever seen. These pizzas alone will be around 4,000 calories, and he even has a side order on the bed next to his leg, which isn't shown, so I would wager that it was more than this number 2. And you can see how when he eats, he doesn't care about the world, because a literal fly lands on his
Oh. He's just eating with flies on him.
leg and he doesn't notice, which isn't a big deal, but it kind of makes you wonder at just how dirty the rest of his house is if there's flies landing on him when he's eating. Anyway, after devouring—
Hey, Craig gonna get canceled before me. That's a fact. Hey, cause Craig, I'm not sure exactly where Craig, like, where he's from. They don't give a fuck about all this. Craig, he's just saying whatever he feel like saying for real.
his pizzas and dragging himself to the shower, the first thing he does when he's ready for the day is make more food.
And once I'm dressed, if Jessica isn't back yet to make me something, then I'll try to do it myself. Because the pain in my body from being up is nothing compared to the pain of not eating what I want. And the upside of when I get my own food is that I can make as much as I want. And I always want a lot. My portion size is—
I know you lying. I know he lying putting 16 sausages on that pan. I know you ain't eat 16 Jimmy Dean sausages by yourself in one sitting. I know you didn't do that. You did that.
Are very large. We get large serving sizes of things, and I'll just make the whole thing. You know, the whole can of biscuits and all the sausage patties. I'll eat it all, and I won't stop until it's all gone.
He makes himself another breakfast consisting of 13 sausage patties,
13.
around 1,300 calories, a large portion of scrambled eggs, around 600 calories because he added cheese, and 8 biscuits, which is around 1,700 calories. So in total for his breakfast and second breakfast, he has eaten over 8,000 calories. This is one of the biggest breakfasts I've ever seen personally on the show, until I saw what Mike from season 10 eats for breakfast, and I have to say, prepare yourself for this one.
You on the Xbox? Damn, bro. What game you playing?
Because of how much I struggle now at my size, I've had to move into my parents' basement. I've lost my place and I don't have a job right now, so I had to move in with them 6 feet underground. It's cold down there. I don't have any windows or anything to see.
You got the refrigerator right next to the bed in the video games. Damn.
Outside into the world, so I lose track of the day easily. All the days just seem to blend together. I just want to hide in the basement.
I'm gonna ask you, TLC, to stop with these camera angles. Please. Stop doing that to these people, man. I'm gonna ask you again, man.
And not move.
Mike appeared in season 10, and despite looking like a Discord moderator, he is currently unemployed and does just play video games.
I tell Craig, they're gonna see. I could always rely on Craig to say the wildest shit. He just said, dude, like a Discord mod.
All day. I think you can see this is no way to live, and like he says, he just wants to hide.
Hey, Craig, you got Settlers of Catan back there in the back? I know all about that. My bad. I see that shit though. I got the expansion and all that downstairs.
His house, which also means he doesn't want to cook meals for himself. This leads him to ordering the most insane takeout meal I've ever seen personally on the show.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day, man.
You too. Even before I eat, just the smell lets me know that things are about to get better. There's almost nothing in this world that can compare to the feeling of taking that first bite when I haven't eaten in a while. Because I get that first flood of happiness that comes with it, and it feels incredible. Eating just makes everything better. it's the only thing that's sort of
The way you just described,
given me an escape in my life when I've needed it.
it just wasn't enough for you, huh? Now you got the lather and slather all the different meats. How many different meats, bruh?
And there's been a lot of times in my life where I've needed it.
Thankfully,
Damn, bro. They usually give you little containers of syrup. That man had a motherfucking big. He had a to-go size plate. He had a to-go bowl of syrup, though. I never seen that. This dude right here counted them calories, bruh. The Lumberjack Slam Pack is only $35, and you get all that food.
a Reddit post did the work
And he got the Moons Over Miami sandwich, bro.
for me regarding the calories here, and seeing the breakdown makes it even more mind-blowing. So his breakfast starts with a Lumberjack Slam Pack, which is 8 pancakes, 8 scrambled eggs, 4 strips of bacon, 4 sausage links, 4 slices of ham, a side of toast, and a side of hash browns. But he doesn't stop there, and then he orders a omelette, which comes with its own toast and hash brown. He then gets some cinnamon roll pancakes, which comes with an egg, a meat, and you guessed it, another hash brown. Finally, he orders 2 chocolate milks, a Moons Over My Hammy sandwich, which comes with 1 final hash brown. And the final count for all this food, not even including the...
Look at the motherfucking sodium! Jesus Christ, man! 20,000! My God, bro. The calories is one thing. Yo. Suggested sodium intake. Less than 2,300. And I want to be clear. 2,300 grams of sodium, that's a lot. That's a lot. 20,000?
syrup, butter, and oil would bring this feast to just over 8,000 calories, and the worst part, $74. The craziest part is that this amount of food actually fills a bench in front of him, and just seeing the quantity of food he's going through is absolutely insane. Now, after all this food, he still isn't full and wants more, in the form of a Chinese takeaway, which again is just a mountain of food. His order consists of 2 portions of fried rice, which is around 700 calories, a fried chicken in sauce dish, which would be around 700 calories, 5 deep fried egg rolls, which is around 1,250 calories, crab rangoons, which is around 470 calories, 6 side sauces, and 3 fortune cookies. This is around 3,500 calories in total, which brings his calories for the day to over 11,500. And it's still light outside, so we've still got time to eat more food. This is part 2 of the craziest meals of my 600-pound life, and if you want to see a part 3, let me know in the comments below. Click the video that's on your screen now to see the dangers of eating this amount of food, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video. Follow my Instagram at BigCraigYT. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After being fired from...
Make sure y'all sub to Big Craig. Comment on his video if you try and get part 3, you know what I mean? Appreciate it. Well, really well and well made, well edited, and informative videos. But guys, I don't got nothing else to say, bro. I said all I needed to say. Shout out to the shorty. I think there was a second person who was putting that work in for real. Shout out to her. She made everybody else look good. But that man, Jesus Christ in heaven, guys, take care of yourselves. Seriously, you gotta. The older you get, the smaller people get. I'm gonna say that one more time before I go. The older people get, the smaller they get. So as people get older, you see less and less people of these sizes. Take care of yourselves. Y'all ugly as shit. Bye.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn